This YCN segment is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer.
Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Brett Franklin, one final segment, and we look ahead to Patriots-Dolphins. And Brett, is this maybe the most important Game 4 of the regular season you've ever remember?
I wouldn't have thought it'd be against the Dolphins,
right?
That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, this is a big game coming up here on Sunday at Foxborough, and I think you look at the Patriots and obviously just how bad they played on Sunday. I mean, that I'm not just saying it for hyperbole. I'm just
right.
The Patriots played one of the worst games in the Belichick era, and that was both sides of the football. Yeah, you got the Dolphins coming in. They got two good running backs in Frank Gore and Kenyon Drake. The defense is okay, 14th, 15th in the league as far as total defense goes. But again, I think for the Patriots, it's defensively, how do they come out and respond? I expect them to throw the ball a lot this week against the Dolphins because they're not very good against the pass. But the Patriots need to, and we talked about it. I mean, do they need to dominate this game for a win? No, because if you look at the AFC East, those games usually field goal games, 2017,
right.
17-10. So we're not looking for style points here. But they need to win, and I'm very curious how the defense responds, because I think the offense will settle itself.
Well, it'll be nice to be back home, and this starts a string of 3 straight home games, so it'll be good. Their upcoming schedule after Miami is hosting Indianapolis on Thursday night, then hosting Kansas City. That's going to be a huge game. I think that's Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
Then on the road at Chicago and at Buffalo. So although the schedule doesn't look super hard, it's not easy either. I mean, at this point, 500, maybe a game above 500 is what they need in this first half.
Well, I think the Indy game, they'll win that relatively easily. Kansas City, that's going to be tough. Chicago will, being on the road, that's not easy. Then obviously going up to Buffalo. But, I think for this Patriots team, they just got to take it one game at a time. I know that's coaching cliche. It sounds like Bill Belichick's here, but that's really what they have to do because at this point, with already some of the injuries starting to build up here in week number 3, week number 4, they need to take it one game at a time here and just focus on the Dolphins and really win the division. That's really all that matters.
And that's going to start this week by making that big win, getting back to 500, and we'll be making that pick, Dolphins-Patriots, on our Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week.
It's time for the Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week. Salt Hill Pub, honest food, perfect pints, live music, now here to serve you in 5 locations.
All right, here we are with our picks for week number 4, and so far on the season, my record is 8-6-1, and the guest picker is 4-10-1.
Don't point to me.
Brett, right, I know.
I haven't picked
Brett,
yet.
You have not picked yet, so you're going to have to go 5-0 here and help the guest, and our technical producer is 8-6-1, Alex. So I still haven't verified those picks on a week-to-week basis.
Put an asterisk next to it.
So, Brett, we'll start off with a big one in the NFC. Vikings-Rams looks like maybe 2 of the Super Bowl favorites right now coming out of the NFC.
Well, Vikings didn't look like it last weekend, getting blown out by the Bills.
That's
17, but they were 17-point favorite and just getting absolutely blown out. I like the Rams at home. They look like the real deal. They were my Super Bowl pick prior to the season. They've just got all the skill positions. Todd Gurley is still going very well as a running back for his shelf life. So, yeah, give me the Rams at home.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Rams at home. I think the Vikings, obviously, they'll bounce back after a tough game. Well, they have no way to go but up after that shellacking. But the Rams do get the win on that one. And then we go right to the Dolphins-Patriots game, 1 o'clock on Sunday. Patriots, it's a big one.
I go with the Pats. If they don't win, then we have a lot to talk about next week on the radio. But I do expect them to win again. Style points not big for me, but they get the win.
Yeah, they need to get the win. I think they do it. They may even cover the spread here and blow this Dolphins team out. That would be a great start to maybe turning the season around. We go back to the NFC. Saints at Giants. Saints have kind of been that roller coaster team. Giants, can they sneak out a win? I
like Saquon Barkley because he's on my fantasy team, and I'll say I wanted to pick him up in the draft, but other than that, they don't have much going for him. I'll take the Saints on the road.
Yeah, the road is always a tough place to play, especially when you get up to New York and Drew Brees gets out of that dome, but I agree with you. I think the Saints just have too much. They beat the Giants. Big battle. AFC North. Steelers back on the winning path. Their first win of the season on a Monday night. Can they keep it up against the Ravens?
Yeah, it was a must-win last Monday in Tampa Bay and kind of quelled a lot of fears out there in Steelerland. I'll take the Steelers at home. They're usually pretty good at home against Baltimore, but I think the Ravens will give them a game. Steelers win, though.
Yeah, Ravens, it will keep it close. Obviously, Steelers coming off that short week because of the Monday night, but they get the win right there. And then the big game in the West, Chiefs and Broncos. Chiefs might be the best team in the AFC. Can they go into Mile High or whatever they're calling it now and get the win?
Absolutely. I'm on the Pat Mahomes train. He's just been unreal. Not buying into the Broncos, especially when they hurt me last week in my spread league.
Yeah, and I agree with you there. The Chiefs will get the win. They'll get tripped up at some point, but they are the best team right now, and they get the win on Sunday. So thanks to Brett Franklin for joining us from 94 ESPN Radio. Check out his show every weekday, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. You can also check our website, YCNnow.com, for shows and listings. Thanks for watching YCN Sports Talk.